Hello everyone, myself Dhruvi Thakur, Assistant Professor, Department of Life Science, Rai School of Sciences, Rai University, Ahmedabad. Today my topic is innate and adaptive immunity. My contents are introduction, innate immunity, adaptive immunity, difference between innate and adaptive immunity, and summary. What is innate immunity? Innate immunity is the first body lines of defense system. It differentiates between types of pathogens. Adaptive immunity is what it builds when we are exposed to disease or vaccinated. Now there are two barriers, that is immediate response and physical and chemical barriers. One, innate immunity acts quickly when providing a defense mechanism upon pathogen, and this contrasts adaptive immune system when takes time to specific response. Now barrier, that is physical and chemical barrier. In this barrier, skin is the main character to and mucous membrane also, which defends by preventing pathogens from the body. And chemical barriers are like stomach acid and enzymes in body fluids are the main chemical barriers contribute to hostile environment and potential invaders. Now, what is immunity? Immunity is a condition in which particular disease, especially preventing development of pathogenous microorganisms. In these immune systems, we can predict that body from disease. Over the past means like, however, researchers has understood that immune system, that part of the immune system that serves body's first immune systems, an enormous disease process that may affect many peoples in the world. Now, this is the diagram of the innate immunity. In this innate immune system, we have dendritic cells, NK cells, eosinophil, basophil, monocytes, and neutrophil, mast cells, macrophages. These are the immune system of the white blood cells. These are present for the innate immunity which we get from the birth. And this is adaptive immune system in which T cells is differentiated into two, CD8 plus T cells and CD4 plus T cells. And this CD4 plus T cells secretes cytokines, and this B cells secretes antibodies. These antibodies are the main carrier of the first line of defense. Now, adaptive immunity. What is adaptive immunity? It is the immune cells which attack and destroy the foreign invaders, in which you can prevent disease from the remembering, means substances that look like an new immune response. The next topic is adaptive immune response, in which B cells, helper T cells, like we have briefly we have seen that the diagram of the helper T cells and B cells, which involves the four phases, that is encounter, activation, attack, and memory. In this response, it activates and differentiate, proliferate, and helper T cells become cells of cytokine T cells. Now, this is the adaptive immunity diagram flow chart, that it is divided into two, like T cell immunity and B cell immunity. Now, what is cell mediated immunity and what is humoral mediated immunity? Cell will always be get through the cell immunity, and humoral will be alter to the T cell immunity. Then it will whole T cell released into three parts. For example, suppressor, helper, and cytotoxic. And this B cell immunity will secrete antigen exposure. Okay, antigen exposure will secrete to lymphoblasts. And these three will secrete death of the body cells which are infected through the virus. And this lymphoblasts will have two parts, for example, plasma cells and clonal B cells. A plasma cell will have antibodies, and clonal B cells have memory B cells. Now, what is difference between innate and adaptive immunity? Main difference between innate is which immunity we get from through the birth, and adaptive immunity which we live through the disease or get vaccinated. This is the main difference of the innate and adaptive immunity. Summary: what we have studied through all the topics. For example, innate and adaptive immunity, we have studied. Then immune systems, which is first body line of defense. and the second is adaptive immunity, and what is the difference innate and adaptive immunity. Thank you for listening.